Formality's just about finished. Now the players simply want to get started. So off we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm going to go for Antonio Candreva, because he brings a dynamism to proceedings, fast and direct. He'll engage his fullback in a sprint or two, and he can whip in pacey crosses. Not the kind to stand off and allow him to shoot either, because he can whack it with the very best.
Okay, interesting. Damian. Now the pass. Pella. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Goalkeeper's ball. It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Olsen got into a good position, but he may need to hold things up. Oh, good interception. Candreva, and it's Immobile. Ibrahimovic. Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. Hoists it high. Sweden pressing with energy in the opening moments of the game. Damian. Looking for options. It's gone for a throw-in. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Candreva. Barolo. And it's Al-Sharawi. Immobile with the ball through. Goal! Italy! He was urged to shoot, and he duly delivered.
Yeah, I've got great admiration for the finish, but I've even more admiration for the pass that set it up. It was delicious.
Italy give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it?
You know, sometimes it just comes down to who wants it more. Who's got the passion? Who's got the pride? I think we've just had the answer to that.
Hefty challenge, but fair enough. Thrust towards the front line. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Ekdal tried to play it through.
I timed this run brilliantly, and I think he has every right to be a little annoyed with the passer then, and I think he's letting him know right now about that. Just a little more behind it was needed.
Ekdal. Ibrahimovic. Looking like a man possessed. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. Who's going to make this theirs? Barolo. Al-Sharawi. With an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
And at times there, it looked as if a couple of those defenders were reluctant to stick a leg out in case he went down, but it was a positive, daring run, which is always good to see.
Olsen, and it's Ibrahimovic. Shellstrom. It's Ibrahimovic! That's got him rattled. Ibrahimovic! Oh, not the best of headers. Damian, Al-Sharawi, Parolo, Candreva, Deschilio, Candreva, Parolo, Al-Sharawi, Damian, he'll have a dip! Good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Looks like a good ball through. Oh, managed to get it away. Shellstrom gets it back. Brings it forward. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Candreva. Now it's Pella. Now it's El-Sharawi. El-Sharawi is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Ibrahimovic, Deschilio, Chiellini, El-Sharawi. Now it's Immobile, Ekdal, Ibrahimovic. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Damian. Sweden are trailing here with the first half almost done. Parolo. Candreva. Did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Olsen. Deschilio does well there, alert, and it's Immobile. El-Sharawi. Well played, he saw that coming. Gets it into the middle. He's dealt with that well. Deschilio, Candreva, Chiellini, Parolo, El-Sharawi. Keeper's got good distance on that. Shellstrom gets into the right position to intercept. El-Sharawi, Candreva. Damian tries to get it forward quickly, done very well to intervene. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Immobile. It's Immobile! Oh, nearly. Damian, El-Sharawi. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Pumps it forwards. Crunching tackle. Damian, El-Sharawi. Ekdal passes it through. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Firmly met. Has a pop! Candreva. Teller, who's made his mark on this game. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? An absolute thunderbolt! He's got himself a peach of a goal! Sweden are level! What do you think now about that goal?
Well, his most important job there was to keep the shot down, and he did that without any problems. That's good concentration, you know.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, I love watching games like this when both teams are given everything they've got to try and win it. This is all the makings of a cracker.
Tries to dink it in. And it's Ibrahimovic.
Well, it's looking a lot better for them now, and as long as they don't just get a little bit too cocky about this spell in opposition territory and leave themselves open to a slick counter-attack, they've still got to play with the right purpose and keep an urgency about what they're doing.
Ibrahimovic! Goal, Sweden! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Wonderful stuff, and it was all about quick thinking and even quicker feet, but you have to ask questions as to how he got through.
Sweden take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Teller. Al-Sharawi. Sweden scoring 2 goals in next to no time to complete the comeback. Pumps it into the area. It's gone out for a throw-in. Aimed in towards the centre. No, that's not going to find its target. Immobile tries a through ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Sweden have a sub ready to come on. Sweden may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available. Looks to slip it through. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Looks to thread it through. So nearly the perfect ball. Marco Verratti. Al-Sharawi, aimed forward. Damian. Al-Sharawi. Barolo. Strong challenge, but well within the laws. Deschilio. Candreva. Barolo. Chiellini. Bonucci. Al-Sharawi. Marco Verratti. Chiellini. Deschilio. Barolo. Candreva. Plays it over to the other flank. Al-Sharawi. Marco Verratti. Ibrahimovic demonstrates his quality. Ekdal. Al-Sharawi. Damian. Ekdal has a look inside the box. Referee's given a throw. Sweden with their final change. Damian. Marco Verratti. Al-Sharawi. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Marco Verratti. On the right now, what's on? Toivonen beats the offside trap, and that's been repelled. Looks like a good ball through. De Chilio. Tries making a foray down the right. Candreva. Parolo. Damian. Al-Sharawi. And it's Candreva. It's a long forward pass. And a goal kick. This must be so frustrating for their fans to see. It was almost possession for the sake of possession. Meaningless in the end. Marco Verratti. Al-Sharawi. Marco Verratti. Damian. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Damian. Al-Sharawi. Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played out to the right, well positioned to make that interception. And it's Ibrahimovic. Tries a through ball. And he's there to cut it out. It's Ibrahimovic! In by Ibrahimovic. No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Yeah, and it all came from very good trickery in the wider position, but quite a static defence. Was pretty fortunate to survive that little episode. It should have been much worse.
Teller. Immobile. Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And it's Parolo. Sweden are on the verge of a pretty special win, but they've got some hanging on to do here. And he's made certain that won't get through. Candreva. Sweden need to hold on for a few more moments. Now the pass. Toivonen. Deftly done. Al-Sharawi.
Well, maybe they're settling for what they have, because they're not going to score from there.
Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. El Shaarawy. And it's Verratti. Tries to stroke it through. And through to the goalkeeper. And that's that. Sweden have done it in dramatic fashion. A massive test of character, and they passed it with flying colours. A truly outstanding comeback by any measure. 1-1, drawn 1, 4 points from 6, and looking good. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, when you can go away from home and produce a win like that, then